The 1996 EF 135mm f2 L USM is a vintage telephoto large-aperture prime lens made for Canon's full-frame EF mount. A vintage design with over 2 decades, this double Gauss telephoto still makes for a pretty impressive performance, being almost kits despite its age. At 82 by 112mm of 750 grams of mostly metals and glass, the first thing we notice on the EF 135 f2L USM is the classic design. You notice the older design on the visible outer Phillips screws, fixing the internal optics to the barrel itself, somewhat fragile considering how close the optics are to the external impacts. The usability, on the other hand, is straightforward with a large manual focusing ring at the center barrel, rubberized and silky smooth to the touch. The internal ring-type ultrasonic motor is actually the best feature till today. It's absolutely silent and precise, despite the lightning-fast performance. Here tested on the EOS 5D Mark II, this 135 f2L was one of the fastest AF lenses ever tested on lens data, being surpassed only by Canon's newer nano USM zones that are not on the high-end market. So this typically makes this lens a favorite on the indoor action sports market, and actually the best 135mm lens in terms of focus performance, all from over 2 decades ago. Finally, at the front, the EF 135L accepts large 72mm filters that fix right over the first optical element, avoiding flaring and fixing inside the supplied-in-the-box lens hood. At the rear, the metal mount supports the 2x extenders, making it a 270mm f4 lens, very flexible to shoot wildlife with a large aperture telephoto lens. And the kit offers a soft carrying pouch typical of the L series, for a very professional lineup, great to always be with you for years of high-quality photography. With a simple tail elements in 8 groups optical formula, sporting 2 large-diameter ultra-low dispersion glasses based on the genuine double Gauss formula, what the EF 135 f2L USM delivers optically is phenomenal, a true representative of Canon's master of the telephoto distance. The optics are simply wonderful. Even wide open, the files far surpass the needs for resolution on even high-density imagers, making for insane levels of details on portraits, street photography and landscapes. Some extra chromatic aberration is visible on high-contrast bits that must be fixed in post prior to publishing. But the overall look of details and autofocus background makes up for any optical shortcomings, and the images can look impressive overall, almost effortlessly due to the longer focal length. Stopping down as soon as f2.8 already delivers peak performance on high-resolution shots, better than all 7200mm zooms, and therefore the reason to have it on your kit. Paired to an extender, it rivals even primes at f8, giving more flexibility. Geometric distortions are also nearly invisible, and lateral chromatic aberration is also nowhere to be seen. What does make the EF 135 f2L USM a very special lens, on the other hand, is actually the double Gauss base formula, similar to Nikon's legendary 135 Nikors. The Gaussian blur is very pleasing with strong autofocus edges for colorful, smooth, perfectly rendered gradients on complex backgrounds, better than the flat-out bokeh we see on larger formulas. Some recent telephoto primes are actually using miniaturized telephoto lenses to deliver high resolution, as seen on Sigma's Art series, but this is the reason to have these older lenses on your kit. The double Gauss formula is a great companion to other L series primes now on a mid-telephoto distance, so just add it on your kit and have fun with it, and nice shooting!